Okay, morning everyone. Welcome to the briefing on Wednesday the 8th. We're in a very changeable weather pattern in the last couple of days. You can see that everything lining itself up across the Atlantic. You get small ridges of high pressure come in for a day, and then the next series of fronts come in, and it's very hit and miss as to where the sort of weather systems are going to go. But what we've got today is the front that went through overnight, or fronts, because it was quite wide, a couple of them in there, with rain on it, and an unstable westerly air mass, really, with trough lines developing during the day. A few little trough lines visible this morning on the rainfall radar, but they seem to have died out. But I think once the temperature picks up, it'll pep itself up, and we'll get one or two of those during the day with some sharp showers by the looks of it. But between that, should be fine. The isobars, down to the south, where we are, reasonably tightly spaced, so it's going to be breezy today. And when the taffs are more than a single short line, that there's a lot of information in there, and the weather's quite changeable. So 268 knots, 260, 270, pretty much down the runway, I think, on the ground, and that's most of the day. And it just says 15 gusting 25 there. Well, currently Lasham weather station is giving about 10 to 12 with gusts at 15 to 16. So I think that's the start of a 10 really, and it may increase a little bit from that. The other bits in here, a few at 3,000 feet. I think cloud base will eventually at times get to 3, maybe 3.5 above Lasham, if we're really lucky with the temperatures. But the tempo bits, really the ones to be interested in, between 9 and 15 UTC, 7,000 meters showers and rain, and prob 30 sort of isolated showers and rain around, say, for most of the day. And the 15 gusting 25 is a tempo thing, really around the showers. Upper winds, 20 knots. I think maybe it's 25 to 30 down in the channel, over us 20 knots, I think be about right. Westerly direction, 260 degrees dead west, pretty much 260, 270. So as I say, straight down the runway. Sat pic shows this thick band of cloud gone past us now out in the North Sea. That's the front, and you can just pick out a little very small trough line in there, and some more showers just in here, which are at the moment dying out, as you can see from the rainfall radar, but they will be about, I think, occasionally, and they might turn into a more organised trough line as the day goes on. This one might turn into a proper trough up through here. So something to be aware of. Temperature wise, quite pleasant today, 18 degrees. Should be quite nice, maybe even 19 degrees. Won't quite feel like that when you're stood at the launch point with a bit of wind chill there, but a fairly pleasant nonetheless. And dew points, they are fairly high today. Dew points sort of 9s and 10s really. So sort of 10 degree temperature dew point split, but that dew point will change during the day if you get showers going through, that's for sure. So the soundings, what they show, this is the 12 o'clock one, is essentially an unstable air mass all the way up through here. You can see there's a small inversion at about 5,000 feet predicted here, which might keep a little bit of a lid on it, and then it's unstable all the way up here. By the afternoon, the line comes apart slightly, so I think perhaps less risk of a shower maybe, but if it do get a shower, you can see it's, there's potential for cloud tops to get to 25,000 feet. So definitely showery this afternoon, but I think perhaps slightly less so where we are. More risk of showers, I think, down on the coast, fueled by potential sea air convergence. The Larkhill sounding, although it's not particularly relevant because it may well have been air that's gone well past us now, again shows a level of instability up through here, but an inversion sat at about 4,500 feet. That will have probably disappeared by now. So yeah, very unstable air mass. Look out the window and see the cloud tops already beginning to build up. So yeah, hopefully over us it won't go completely to showers, and further north it should be fairly pleasant. What do we got? Cloud amounts on top Meteo. Well, pretty much what we've got now. We're seeing cumulus developing already, low bases, and that not really changing too much in the morning. And then it sort of suggests that it thickens up down on the south and goes to showers by sort of midday, early afternoon. But the picture over us hopefully should be very similar. And you can see that from the predicted rainfall radar. So occasional showers at sort of 10, 11 o'clock. But as the day goes on, they start to build up down to the south of us. And fingers crossed, we'll only see the odd isolated shower go through. SkySight showing a similar sort of thing. So where it is clear and there's chance of thermaling, well, should be soarable by certainly 11, 12 o'clock. And by 12, 1 o'clock, 3,000 feet. Maybe in the afternoon, away from the showers, 3,500. You know, they're talking 13, 1,400 meters there. So chance of some local soaring, but the wind's fairly fresh. And I think the cross-country outlook, cross-country for the experience, may be dodging the showers for a couple of 100K. If it was a comp, we'd be looking at a task out to the northwest with shower sectors.
Seems familiar.
Yeah, it sounds familiar from last week. So certainly windy, soarable, chance of small amount of cross country. Timing of the fronts, well, tomorrow, that's changed a little bit from 24 hours ago. I think we might be seeing it a bit more frontal on Thursday, but hopefully getting better on Friday. Okay, airspace wise, not really a lot going on. Southampton's hours of operation, I haven't seen that one for a while. They've obviously notified different hours, but not going to affect us. It's literally from sunrise to sunset. Number 28 is Boscombe's high intensity radio transmissions, again, no problem to us. 30, well, they've actually NOTAM that the Imber danger area has been lowered down to 25,000 feet. I don't like that's going to be any use to us, but
I've been able to get it across it lower recently.
Yeah,
if you ask.
If you ask, there's a danger area crossing service. And I was just looking at the rest of the NOTAMs, and there's parachuting at Ayers Field today. But as you can see in the Lasham area and out to the northwest, very little really to worry about. In terms of operation, yeah, on 27, normal setup on the runway with winch cables on the south side and winching on the grass. PA31 inbound at 10 o'clock?
10:10.
10:10. Okay. And in theory, it goes out at about 3 o'clock, according to the flight plan. But who knows? It's a bit of a law unto itself, that one. And that's about it. I think the next jet movement is potentially Friday. So quiet week this week. Better start getting the kit out, folks. And we'll see you out there a bit later.